ahead and get started. It is a beautiful, beautiful day outside. The landscaping looks so beautiful for another 24 hours. So that's actually going to be a lot of today's material and content. We'll be preparing for our oncoming storm. So we'll go over a couple brief updates and then we'll jump into that. So as of now, please do silence your cell phones. And do we have any resident announcements? No? Oh, okay.
I don't know if that belongs here, but I would like to tell anyway. And I had an episode here, and it all happened here on the thing. And my good friends, Bev and Candy came to my
They were your angels.
what is it?
Your angels.
Yeah, they came and when I could not think any longer. I have a pacemaker and it did not work. And I walked over to go to the ear doctor. And I couldn't walk any farther, like outside here. So then Bev came with me, and then I said to her, I can't walk any farther, can you get a nurse? And then Candy came, and she had cold water, and she put it on a tissue, and she put it on my neck and on my wrists. And then Betsy came, and by that time I was all gone. I fainted sitting down. And when I woke up, she was massaging my shoulders. And that brought me back. It felt in some way, I could still feel something. But I mean, she did more than she has to do. And she always does it. And so I would like to thank those three. And I thought it was important to tell that sometimes when you can't think anymore yourself, then there is someone that take over and talks to you and keep you going. So, and they called the ambulances and they came. I didn't even know that before they were there. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Candy. It came up as Pepsi, but thank you, Betsy. I saw that subtitle. Thank you for sharing. We're so happy they were able to assist you. That's why we're all here.
I thought it was important for people to know
Yes,
that
ma'am.
little things will help
Absolutely.
keep you alive.
That's why we're all here. Absolutely. Any other resident announcements? Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. So just a little bit from IHS. I stopped by last week for the Bubbly Bingo. I hope you all enjoyed it. I really did enjoy watching everyone, and they had quite a turnout. So thank you again for coming to hang out with IHS. Just remember they're always here for any extra services that you might need, whether that's walking a dog, some deep cleaning, cat litter boxes, anything that you need extra help with, they can most certainly help you. And this past winter, congratulations to Judy Rodriguez for being September's puzzle winner in apartment M314. So they will be getting free services. So please do continue to do those so you get free stuff. So I know Miss Margaret had mentioned it, but we wanted to mention it again. I know they are looking for Row Board is wanting additional members. They're going into elections, and so if you are interested in being a part of our community resident leadership, please do let Miss Margaret know so we can work with you and collaborate. So I know they're always needing additional participants, and we'd love to have you. So please do let her know. So just a little bit from environmental, we have pivoted our focus. Obviously, we are looking at a storm coming through. So environmental is spending a lot of time on storm preparations underway, gathering our paper products, helping to clean those areas. let you know we've got plenty of items in stock. We are getting our mops and towels to be stored in the back of the house for easy access for all of us. And we are getting all of our equipment, such as our wet vacs and all of those things, in designated areas for easy access for the team. So Wanda, actually Evan is back today. So we're happy to have Evan back. It's his first day back and he's gonna hit the ground running with the hurricane coming. So, but we do have our float team is going to be assisting maintenance. We'll mention this numerous times today, but the lanais. If you have anything on your lanai and it is not waterproof, meaning it is vinyl, we do need you to remove those items. It will get wet, there will be water, there will be leaks. So we want to get in front of that now, and we want to make sure that if you need any help, that you please do call the front desk and let us know. We would be glad to come up and help you move any of those items out of the way. Anything as far as, I know some residents have computers out there, and any type of nice tchotchkes or furniture, please let us know so we can assist you with that. So the environmental team will be an A and a B team, and we will have a housekeeper assigned to each floor so they can continue helping with anything that arises during the next couple of days.
So Thursday, there will be no regular housekeeping.
I'll get to that, Bobby Belcher. I'll get to that. But that's correct. Yes, that's correct. On Thursday, I've got a whole slide on that, but all of those services will be canceled.
That is a problem.
I know, I'm sorry. So yes, Thursday services will be canceled. We will of course have the team here that is going to be when the storm hits. So we will be canceling those housekeeping services. So just to pivot back to some other stuff, and then we'll get back to exactly what's going to happen in the next couple of days in preparation for the storm. We do want to make sure we are maintaining, paying attention to the trash disposal. Please remember the trash chutes are for small bags. If you have larger bags or boxes, please take them down to the first floor. If you're unable, please let us know and we'll help you. But we are still having issues with our trash chutes. So just want to keep that at the forefront. We do have one staff that is positive for COVID. It's actually in our maintenance team. So we are continuing to keep an eye on that and to monitor any type of symptoms and do appropriate testing when needed. But we do have one staff in maintenance that is COVID confirmed. So, hurricane preparedness from Kelly from Resident Services. If you have not provided your health history or emergency contact, please do give that to Kelly today. So we would need that information. We have compiled an email chain for your contacts and for you, the residents, if you use email. And so that's just one of the many ways we'll be communicating. So if you have not given us that information, please do get that to Kelly because we're going to start getting all of that communication out. Those forms are available on both medical tables as well as the front desk. At any minimum, please inform of any conditions that would prohibit you from being able to evacuate and or help yourself in the event of power outage. Oxygen obviously being a big one, but we need you to let us know. We have a special needs list from some of our residents, but if there's been a change in condition or something that has come to light since then, please let us know so we know how to help you in advance. We would recommend refilling any medications if you need to. Most insurance companies allow for 2 emergency refills. You can call for refills to Main Street Pharmacy no later than 9 a.m. tomorrow. Just a reminder, and we'll go over a lot of this again, to charge all of your devices, whether that's your laptops, tablets, cameras, videos, phones, cell phones, anything that requires charging, please do, including some of your hearing devices probably. So we'll also go over this as well, but make sure you have all batteries, flashlights, and other essentials in the event of a power outage. No candles, please. And again, if you would like any additional information, you can see the medical tables, and please do let Kelly know. So a little bit from plant ops updates just from last week. They had 156 work orders were completed, 49 are open. They did replace the 3 HVACs. We did have some plumbing lines that they replaced. We did replace some AC units, and we are continuing to install and clean out condensation lines. Obviously this week, they are spending a lot of time preparing for the storms. They'll be cleaning gutters, they'll be cleaning drains, they'll be checking our healthcare retention pond to make sure there's no obstruction there, any kind of holes, any certain areas, removing furniture, removing pillows, removing umbrellas, removing our hanging plants. So a lot of preparation for the oncoming storm will be a big focus for this week. So pivoting to the life safety, our pendant update. So I know Betsy was instrumental in helping us go back through all of your homes just once more. I think it was a little quicker this time around. So they are still finalizing all the technology and additional adapters and routers that are needed for that process to get that area a little bit more finite. So still in process, currently continue using your pendants, and we'll continue communicating when there is an additional change. Right now they're doing everything on their end to finalize a lot of the technology. So as far as activities, as of today, the dining portal assistance is scheduled 11 a.m. in the South Lobby area. The casino trip is going to be canceled tomorrow. The September 25th for the Parkinson's education, that will be still at 1:30 in the town hall. The Trader Joe's trip on Thursday will be canceled. Thursday, September, we will have movie night, movie matinee. That is actually at 2 p.m. and that will be here in the town hall. And then Friday, September 27th, the Tampa Bay History Center speaker will be here at 2:30. So Ginger was excited. We have hired an art teacher and they will actually start mid-October. So more information coming for that, but she was really excited about that. But please do note any of the off-site activities will be canceled due to the impending weather. Just a little bit from sales. They do have a tea and finance lunch Thursday, but we will probably be canceling that. So based on how many they have, they'll be reaching out today. We are still working towards our quarterly goal. It is 14 sales. We are actually sitting at about 12, so we are going to squeak by. We have one more week left and lots of action, so we are definitely hoping to make that budget so we can maintain our occupancy as move-outs continue to be at a very high pace. So we are seeing a huge pickup in visits. Aaron says as the snowbirds are returning to Florida, we are having a lot more people stopping by to visit the community. And one of the major feedback that we receive, the main feedback is that our residents are so nice. So thank you from myself, thank you from Aaron, and we just appreciate how kind you are and how welcoming you are to all of our visitors. Little bit from food and beverage, of course. We are going to maintain gourmet Wednesday, tomorrow night, the 25th.
Excuse me?
Tony's Italian night will be Monday, September 30th. Gourmet will be October 9th and 30th. Wine Club will be Tuesday, October 15th. Beer Club will be Tuesday, October 22nd. And Tony will be doing another Italian night Wednesday, October 16th. And again, as we're moving into the holidays, we're already there. Don't forget to book your Brick and Vine experience for you or your family or your friends. So a little bit updates. We did go on Friday morning and we went to Freedom, our sister community, and presented the 2025 budget to corporate team. So that's our corporate food and beverage, our corporate plant ops, our corporate sales, my boss's boss, as to kind of where we're landing. And of course, we've been doing meetings every week with the committee. So nothing has been finalized yet. That was kind of the first of many rounds per se. Everyone put their eyes on it, gave us some feedback that we would be addressing. So nothing's finalized yet, so we'll continue to communicate as that process plays out. The North Elevator technicians, I saw them on my way in this morning. They're here. They're here. That's as much as I'm going to say because I want to make no promises, but it should be resolved today. They are here. So Jesus loves me. They came right in time for a hurricane, but they are on site. So we will, of course, I always like to communicate when we have any of our corporate visitors. My boss, Sherry Robinson, for those who don't know her, she couldn't be here today. She normally likes to attend Tuesday talk, but she will be here tomorrow. So she'll be on site with us. She'll help us prepare for any inclement weather that we do have coming. And she'll be meeting with Margaret for some OIR regulations and guidelines on meetings that we have to do in regards to budget. So again, she'll be here tomorrow, most of the day, and would she love to see you if you'd like to. So as I mentioned, the pendant project is still ongoing. We're working on a couple of issues with the technology and the mapping, so we'll continue to work on that and get a resolution very, very shortly. So I didn't want to just keep this. I know normally once we finish it, I get asked every week about CapEx, so I'm just going to keep telling you every week. We will not have it until the end of year. That's just kind of how the process goes. It goes up to ownership. They look at it from a portfolio level. Capital expenditures, that's major projects. I heard you. CapEx, I'm sorry. I get so used to my own operational hat that I want to make sure I break it down. But CapEx is the major projects, usually $25,000 or more, items that need to be addressed at the community, whether it is a value add, an amenity, or a plant life safety absolute need. So all of those go into that planning, and we usually get that towards the end of the year, beginning of 2025. So I know I mentioned this last week. I may or may not be on vacation for a wedding in Greece. I was supposed to leave Friday, but we'll see. So I'll be here until I'm not. So, whenever I get on a plane. So we are still recruiting for our sales counselor position. We of course still have our Lucy and Kate are here with us, doing a great job. And we are looking to get that last position filled. So we have a couple interviews, and we will probably have the final candidate interview with some of the residents to make sure that they're a good fit for our community. And we did have some good news. So we actually did hire a certified dietary manager. That's CDM, that is for our healthcare setting. It is a state and federal requirement to have that role because in the healthcare setting we have dietaries such as pureed, thickened liquids, etc. So that role is required to have a licensure behind it. That is what Dustin was until we recruited him and promoted him over to work closely with Ricky. So we have now filled that position so Dustin can officially transition completely over with our IL setting and with working closely with Ricky and Chef Tony. So her name is Colleen. She's actually in school to be a registered dietitian as well. So we're really excited about the expertise that she's going to bring to our community. And she should, if everything works out, start October 16th. So again, we are looking forward to having her, as Dustin's been kind of working between both settings, and we really appreciate his help doing so. It is a really tough position. It's a very niche position, so it is a really tough position to fill. So we're happy to have found somebody with so much expertise. Look forward to having her. that's all the updates. Let's jump into severe weather alert. It's cyclone something 9 now, but it will be named later today, Helene. So we just wanted to remind you, I know we've been talking about this for many months now. We've been really blessed to have some pretty nice weather. Not too many serious storms other than that last kind of big rainfall. But we do want to recommend that you get your supplies now and that you pack a go bag. I know we talked about that. That's any kind of clothes, that's any incontinent products, that's medications, that's anything you might need in the event that you have to evacuate. We always want to keep worst case scenario in mind. We are looking at having significant storm surges in some of the areas, and if the wind gets too high at 75 miles per hour or more, the 4th and the 5th floor would need to come down. So we recommend you pack a to-go bag. That way, in the event we do need to do that, you're ready, right? As fun as that sounds, huh? It's just as exciting for us, I promise. So we do recommend that you remove or tie down any loose items from your lanais. Please do call maintenance today, now, if you need help. It is very hard for them to run up and do those things when the power's out and all heck is broken loose, and we are trying to address significant emergencies. So if you need any help, we're here for you. Please call us today. Let them know. Any of those who do need higher levels of care, if you are highly dependent on oxygen or any of the sorts, do be prepared at the possibility of moving to healthcare. That's always been our plan. If you have oxygen backup, that's great. If we lose power for a certain amount of time and that becomes an issue, then healthcare is the plan. They are on a different generator. They have the emergency red plugs because of their setting. And that would be the plan if you in fact need it to that extent. There will be some leaks. As I mentioned, we are still in the process of repairing a lot of the areas that were identified in the last rainstorm. We did address significantly some gutters in major areas for roof, but there is still some that's underway. So there will probably be leaks, so please keep that in mind. There will probably be. We have addressed a lot of the main areas, so it should be much better than last time. But again, please remove those items or let us know so we can help you. We are doing A and B teams starting tomorrow and Thursday night. So we of course will be here Wednesday during normal business hours, Wednesday night, and Thursday during normal business hours and Thursday night. So that includes myself, Darwin, my directors, and their team. So again, it'll be about half Wednesday, half Thursday, but we will be here. So just to give you an idea, if you hadn't been watching, this is the most recent as of this morning. It is not to scare you, it's to give you the facts, right? We want to make sure that we're ready. But if you can see, we've got our Tampa right there that is orange, so that's saying about 5 to 8 feet of possible storm surge, and some of it is up to 9 feet. So we do want to make sure, I know in Clearwater we've been pretty blessed, and so we just still want to make sure that we are always prepared for the worst. This is kind of the projection as of now, so we see Thursday about 2 p.m., that's at 115 miles per hour. It's not hitting us head on, but we will be getting a significant amount of this impact. As you can see right over here, I'm a weather girl now, but you can see, so it's definitely going to go straight north, but we're going to be getting a little bit of that impact. So not necessarily 115 miles per hour, but most certainly beyond our norm. So we want to be ready for that as well. We'll know more information as time progresses. This again is directly from them as of this morning. It does have Tampa right there in the hurricane watch area. So we just want to make sure that we are prepared for anything, whether that is storm surge, power outage, lots of rains, floods, or all of the above. So this is just a little bit about the impact. It does show us getting about 40 to 58 miles per hour wind. as of now, just based on the distance from the eye of the storm. So as you can see, some of these redder areas, that does go up into the 58 to 74 plus miles per hour. So again, this is not to scare anyone, but this is the facts. We want to give it to you, and we want to be prepared for it. Then this is just kind of the time frame. So we've got Wednesday 8 p.m. it's still out there, but Thursday 8 a.m. it starts creeping much closer. So that's why we'll have staff here Wednesday night, so they don't have issues getting here Thursday. And of course, going there around Thursday 8 a.m. and then about by the end of Thursday 8 p.m. it would have passed us. So definitely is now the time. So, and again, we'll make sure that we have staff here Wednesday so they don't have issues getting here Thursday and Thursday going into the latter evening. So just again, reminders. I know we went over this in my presentation months ago, but just check your emergency equipment. If the lights go out, that you have flashlights, first aid kits, extra batteries, and those type of items for your flashlights and radios. Remove any electronics and items from the lanais. Call today if you need help again. Stock up on supplies of any special medical or dietary needs, including incontinent items, maybe a 2-week supply. Keep a minimum of a 2-week supply of medications in their containers. Have a battery or solar operated light source, lanterns, flashlights, headlamps. I know we had given out or dispersed a lot of that equipment a few months ago when we ordered it, so we hope that you received all of those items. We do recommend that you will probably need them. Just another reminder to charge all your powered items in advance, of course, including your cell phones, while we still have power in the event we lose it. So just a reminder of our communication. So we already have a call set for today about 4:30. So LCS Emergency Communications will be utilizing our website. We've already put a notice on our website. We'll be using Call Them All and Text Them All. We'll be doing the 732 updates and the Regency Oaks app and wing captains. So obviously if power goes out, channel 732 isn't useful, but we will all be boots on the ground. We will be communicating via our website, email correspondence, etc. So we'll have numerous ways to communicate. Just another reminder, what is on emergency power here, the emergency lighting in the hallways, lobbies, stairwells, and it's also limited to the lighting around the building exterior. That is just the emergency lighting. 1 elevator in each building is on the generator, the fire alarm panels, business phones, the emergency call system, food service kitchen equipment. We will have limited power at both of the desks. And of course, we will triage arrangements from there. We as a team have ways to communicate. We have a driver on the way to pick up our satellite phone, and we have an app called Zello that we are able to communicate with each other, the directors. When power fails, we do recommend that you turn off or disconnect any of your appliances, electronics, and fixtures, TVs, in order to avoid power surges. We do want you to remember to use battery operated or USB lights. Don't necessarily have to fill your containers or bathtubs. We do have plenty of water stocked on site, but it's never a bad idea to do. And we always want to remind you, we do not control Duke Energy. So if we lose power, please refrain from calling the front desk to ask when the power is being brought back on. We will communicate as we know. We need the phone lines cleared for important communication between team, families, hospitals, emergency, crew, etc. Not to answer when the power is coming back on, because we don't already know. We don't always know, but we will be communicating and pushing that information out on our website and our various communication channels as we do know. So again, back to those special needs, please, if you are one of these individuals, please contact Kelly so we can help you. We do remind you to have portable oxygen tank and extra batteries for your portable units. We will relocate those oxygen-dependent residents to the health center or generating operated areas, the health center, in the event you absolutely need it if you don't have backup. We do recommend that you contact your oxygen supplier for emergency supplies now. During extended blackouts, please do have a plan to relocate to a location with family or friends that has electricity to be more comfortable. Again, we would always have you go to our healthcare center. We do want, again, to remind you, I feel like a broken record, but I can't say it enough, have your items that you need readily accessible. Your medications, your hearing aids, your glasses, your chargers, your phone. A lot of time when my team is here, we're getting calls from residents saying they can't get up or down the stairs, et cetera, but they forgot their meds or they forgot XYZ. Please make sure you have all of that because we don't know where you keep it. We don't know which one we're looking for. So please do, if they are important medications like heart or something like that, please have it easily accessible to where you know where it is. In the event you need our help, we can easily access it. Again, the generator only will operate one elevator. We will discuss needing to move up or down based on the weather, if there are significant storm surges and flooding. We don't anticipate that, but we just never know. And then again, if there is high winds, we will be evacuating the 4th and the 5th floor to lower levels. Again, not enough information yet to make those decisions, but we will communicate that as we know. So again, just a reminder, suggested supplies, water and perishable food, flashlight and batteries, prescription meds and eyeglasses, sanitation and hygiene products, cell phone and chargers, backup batteries. If you do have intentions of leaving, some residents do, make sure you have a full tank of gas and you check out with the front desk and let them know that you're heading wherever you're heading with family or friends. Any pet supplies, make sure you have those. And recommend cash, just in case. I know we mentioned battery-powered radios, flashlights, we usually have food covered, again, medications, again, oxygen, again, hearing aids. So, and as I've mentioned, just to kind of manage expectations, be prepared to evacuate up or down based on the wind or storm surge. We are continuing to monitor the situation. So as I mentioned, on Thursday, transportation activities and housekeeping and marketing events and routine work orders will be canceled. Our maintenance team will be here, but not to change light bulbs. So they will be here for emergency work orders and any major issues that arise. But on that day, we will be canceling transportation activities, housekeeping, and routine work orders. As I mentioned, we will all be here, but we will be on site to ensure your optimal safety and comfort. And as I mentioned, I know last time we got a lot of calls about leaks when it was pouring down rain outside. There's nothing we can do about that at that point. We will come and help get it cleaned up. But if it's a leak, we did address a lot of the roofing leaks. But if it happens to be a leak from the roof or a major leak while it's pouring down rain, 60-mile-per-hour winds and thunderstorms, there's not a lot we can do. But we will come up and help clean it up as soon as possible. So just on a more optimistic and exciting note, aside from hurricane, we did celebrate our Hispanic Heritage Month, as I discuss every week. It's really important of us to make sure that our team feels appreciated and recognized. So we're always having various recruitment and retention efforts for our associates, and this was just one of them. They enjoyed empanadas and churros, and they were distributed by our culture committee. These are just fun things that we like to do every week just to show our associates that we appreciate them. So at that, I will take any questions or feedback you have for me.
Lindsay, this is Rosa. In the beginning you mentioned there will be mops and stuff in the back of the house. Do we residents need to know where that is?
No. We got it, don't you worry.
Remember last time, and could be this time, the way the wind blows, the channels in the bedrooms filled up, and we all used towels that we had. What are we supposed to do if that happens again? Because it will absolutely soak the wall underneath and the carpet. What should we do, and how will we get extra towels, or what should we do?
So we actually have shop vacs that are in a centralized location. We have shop vacs, mop, and towels ourselves, not resident towels that you would use to bathe, but various things that we have in central areas that we can help. So when the water is that heavy, I suppose, we prefer a shop vac over a towel anyway. But if you have a major issue, definitely communicate it and we will help.
Okay.
Any other questions? Is everybody ready? You ready to go? Bring it on. Miss Robin?
Well, you all asked for it and you've got it. A lot of us have been wanting to get the League of Women Voters out here to talk to us about this and that. Elaine Russell mentioned it to me as recently as just last week, and they're coming, thanks to Ginger.
Thank you, Ginger.
The League of Women Voters will speak after Tuesday talk next Tuesday, the 1st. So please plan on coming. What are they going to talk about? They're going to talk about these amendments. That's what you said you wanted the information on. It could not be more timely. I'm really excited to be able to tell you about it, and I hope we fill this room. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Robin. Right, there's nothing additional. Just get ready to kind of hang out, spend some time with us. We'll be together for some time, and we're here for you. Remember that. We're going to take care of you. Don't worry. It's not our first rodeo. Thank you all.